hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide.
Hey everyone, welcome to a different type of video. So in this video is going to be based on GTA San Andreas, and it is one fact about every mission in GTA San Andreas. And I just want to say that this video took me a long time to create, so it took me about a few days to make this video and to edit it as well. I spent so long trying to do this video, getting every mission done, all the voiceovers and everything. So this is one fact about every mission, and if you do go to enjoy this video, be sure to smash a like rating on this video, and also let me know down in the comment section if you know any more facts about missions in the game. And if this video gets 20 likes, I will do a side missions fact. So with that out of the way, let's get going. When you start the game, it's actually possible that you can actually buy your first safe house in the game. All you have to do is to kill drug dealers until you get $10,000. Once you got the $10,000, buy the safe house, and then you can save your game from there if you ever wish to. On Sweet and Kendall, you can actually kill the ballers before you actually trigger the next cutscene. Usually Sweet gets chased by the ballers in the next cutscene, but you actually stick with the gang. On the mission Ryder, if you choose an expensive haircut on CJ, Ryder will give you a positive compliment.
You know something? I take it back. Old Reese still got it cracked.
On the mission Tagging Up Turf, you're given an unlimited amount of spray can. This is the perfect mission to spray all 100 tags before you actually complete the mission. On the mission Clean the Hood, you can actually kill the enemies really easy just by using the pistol if you're fast enough. On the mission Drive-Thru, Sweet and Ryder are meant to do a drive-by on the ballers to get them killed. You can also do a drive-by as well to speed up the mission. On the mission 9s in AKs, if you attack Emmett, he will actually attack you like any normal pedestrian. On the mission Drive-By, your wanted level is locked at 0 as long as you don't get in the car. Just grab another vehicle and then go anywhere you want around the map. You can even get the best weapons in the game, or do snapshots, collect horseshoes, or even collect oysters. Sweet's Girl is the only mission that you attack Grove Street gang members. In Caesar Villa Pondo, the money reward is on depending how much you bet. If you bet $1,000, you'll get $2,000 in return. In High Stakes Lowrider, you can actually find a beta version of Kendall sitting in Caesar's car. In OG Log, if you kill Freddy at anywhere around the map, the cutscene will play in East Los Santos, making no sense at all. On Running Dog, if you fail the mission as Fat CJ, you'll get a unique phone call from Big Smoke.
Yo, Carl, it's Smoke.
Hey, Smoke.
Hey, Carl, I don't mean no disrespect, man, so don't take it like that. I gotta give you some advice.
What?
The gym, my friend, you let yourself go.
That's a bit much coming from you, huh?
Hey, look, Carl, I'm big bone, but I'm still an athlete. You let yourself go, my friend, and to be honest with you, it's breaking my heart.
Give me a break. I ain't as fat as you.
I'm trying, and I'm trying to help you help yourself, my brother. The gym, Carl, you hear me?
Screw you, man.
In Wrong Side of the Tracks is meant to be the hardest mission in the game. However, you can make the mission a lot more easy now just by jumping onto the train tracks and killing the Vargos yourself. In Just Business, the wanted level is locked at 0 once again, but this time there's actually no traffic. This is perfect if you want to go around the map or do unique stunt jumps. On the mission Home Invasion, you're supposed to stealth walk in order to collect all the crates. However, you can also crouch walk as well to make it faster, and you won't wake the guy up. On the mission Catalyst, if you aim the middle dot over Ryder's head, you'll be able to catch every single crate, so you can actually speed the mission faster. On the mission Robbing Uncle Sam, the mule is actually explosion proof. On the mission Life's a Beach, you're supposed to do the dancing activity in order to gain access to the sound van. However, you can also do a trick by getting a Grove Street gang member, getting him in the van, disbanding him, and he should stay in either the driver's seat or the passenger seat. Once he's done that, then all you have to do is get your sniper out from a distance and then snipe him in the head. Once you've done that, you can just take the van and drive it straight to the drop-off. Mad Dog's Rhymes is the only mission that the NPCs carry silent pistols. On the mission Management Issues, you're supposed to drive the suspects to the pier to drown them. However, you can also do a speed runway by dropping them in the ocean at the marina. But they'll actually witness it and you'll have to kill them to pass the mission. On the mission house party, you're supposed to get a new haircut and clothes. However, if you just go straight to the mission, it will just continue like normal. So it'll pretty much just be a waste of money. Or if you like going for a new look. After completing Burning Desire, you'll get Denise as your girlfriend, and you can start taking her out on dates and dancing clubs and all that. You can also get a nice reward as well if you get a progress up to 100%. In Greyport, if you enter the marker of any vehicle, that particular vehicle will become fireproof and explosion proof no matter which one it is. After completing Doberman, there'll be more drug dealers spawning around Grove Street. On the mission Lost Sepulchros, no matter what wanted level you get, the cops won't chase you for some reason. On the mission Reuniting the Families, you can actually shoot this Grove Street gang member to gain all your weapon skill up, no matter how many times you shoot at him. After completing the mission The Green Savior, you'll lose all of your weapons. But it's not even a big problem, because if you check behind this cabin, there's always a micro SMG there every time you'll probably need it. On the Badlands mission, you can actually sneak into the shack and actually kill the guy stealthily. On Tanker Command, if you actually kill the guys in the Saber, you get a free bulletproof, fireproof and explosion proof saddler. In Body Harvester, Combine Harvester is bulletproof, fireproof, explosion proof and damage proof. So no matter how many times the farmers shoot the harvester, it will never get blown up. Kenyan Exile was actually a mission where CJ keeps an eye out on the highway on San Fierro for Yankereas, before it actually became into just a little mini activity. But in the final version it was only just a cutscene. In Local Liquor Store, you're supposed to chase cowboys on a quad bike to collect their cash. However, they only go so far until they hit Los Santos. In Against All Odds, if you use a different vehicle to escape, Kathleen will tell you to get some wheels instead of getting in the vehicle. In Small Town Bank, you're actually completing one of 70 unique stunt jumps. In Wuzimu, you're actually racing against 3 slower cars if you use a buffalo to the race. In Farewell My Love, it's pretty much the same mission but backwards. What you can do is use these 2 shortcuts to complete the race easier, as the cars are a bit faster this time. In Are You Going to San Fierro, you're supposed to use a flamethrower to destroy all the weed. However, you can also use satchel charges to destroy the weed and make it a bit quicker. In Where Flowers in Your Hair, it was never mentioned who was actually behind those vans that Troop actually mentions. There's always a mystery to be solved. Air Raid is the only mission that passes when the timer runs out. Supply Lines is the only mission that you fly an RC plane. In New Model Army, you can actually destroy the tanks with a bomb first before you actually start moving the barrels out the way and putting the bridges on. This makes the mission a lot easier to complete and faster once you've got it all planned. In 555 Weed Tip, if you damage the car in any condition after planting the drugs, you'll have to go back to the Doherty garage again in order to repair it. So you better be careful not to crash. In the Japanese version of Deconstruction, the construction workers are actually members of the Ballers, since the Japanese version doesn't like violence, so they just made the rival construction workers as the Ballers, which doesn't really make sense. In Photo Opportunity, you are supposed to use a helicopter to take a picture of them from above in the beta version of the game. In the mission Jizzy, if you destroy the limo first, the bodyguards will chase after you destroyed it. In T-Bone Mendez, you can actually snipe one of the bikers off before you actually have the bike chase. Sometimes you can snipe off 2, but it's mainly one you can snipe off before you actually trigger the cutscene. In Mike Torino, you're supposed to use the forward car to find out where Mike Torino is. You can also use any vehicle just by getting out of that vehicle and getting into another one. In Outrider, the Rumpo is fireproof and damage proof. In Snail Trail, you're supposed to follow the target in a taxi behind him. If you also use a helicopter, this makes it a lot easier to do it from. Just make sure that you gain enough height to follow him. In Ice Cold Killer, if you destroy Jizzy's Broadway, you will actually escape on a pizza boy bike instead. In Pier 69, you're supposed to jump in the water and jump on the boat and kill Ryder. However, you can also kill Ryder by sniping him from the pier. In Torino's Last Flight, you can actually use a heat-seeking rocket launcher to destroy the helicopter a lot more easy. In Mountain Cloudbush, you're supposed to follow Woozy to where the open gate is. However, you can just run there instantly and trigger the next cutscene. In Ramfali, it was never mentioned what package was actually inside the banana. Lure is the only mission that will fail if you just get out of the vehicle. In Amphibious Assault, you can actually make your way back to the shore just by sniping one of the thugs off the boat and getting onto the boat and driving back. In the Dan Lan Fang, you can actually avoid the sword fight by throwing a grenade where it usually sits. If you've done it right, it will actually get killed. You can just go straight to the people. In Yaker Boom Boom, you're supposed to use a car to escape the factory over the ramp. However, you can also jump on a crate and jump over the water escape. Zero Ring is the easiest mission in the game if you know how to pour the Uranus over. In Test Drive, you can use the nitro at the start of the car chase. After completing custom fast tracks, you'll unlock import and export at the Savio crane, and you can start making a lot of money from there really easy. Puncher Wells is the only mission that you ever have to use stingers to stop a car. In Monster, if you complete the timer below 4 minutes and 20 seconds, you get a positive comment.
Okay, boss was right about you. Boss will be in touch.
On the mission Hijack, if you take the Kincaid Bridge, Caesar will actually complain.
You crazy, this is the rail bridge!
In the mission Interdiction, you don't have to use a normal RPG to take out the helicopters. You can also use a heat-seeking rocket launcher to make it easier for yourself. After Virgin Meadows, if you complete a flight school lesson and then go to another area around the map, Torino will keep phoning you about learning to fly.
Torino,
Carl, learn to fly.
I'm on it, man, I swear.
Hey, I'm on it, man. Same old broken record, Carl, but that's fine. Your brother's getting a new cellmate tonight. Horse Cock Harry, and I'm sending a present, little wedding present. Big tub of lube.
Shit, dude. Okay, I swear, man, I'm gonna be the best pilot.
I'd love to hear you, Carl. I can't hear you. All I can hear is your brother's love cries as 8 kilometers of cock finds its way up his ass. Oh, that's your brother, okay? No big problem.
Wait, please, man.
That was my last motivational speech. Understand? Am I being too spiritual for you, Carl?
Okay, man, I get the message.
In NOE, you're supposed to fly low to actually get to Angel Pine in the plane. You can easily fly low by flying below the ocean side and you won't worry about crashing into any buildings or anything. In Stowaway, if you jump out of the plane with no parachute at all, you will actually kill yourself and the car will actually break into pieces. In the Black Project, if you enter the mission marker as Fat CJ, Truth will actually tell you to lose some weight before you start the mission.
Torino, Warren.
Wrong devil, CJ.
True. How are you?
In better shape than you, badass.
What? Hey, you watching me?
Can't talk now. I need your help for something special. Come back here when you've lost some weight, Fatso. I'll be waiting.
Hey, man, what the? Dang. I ain't that chubby.
Green Goo also has the exclusive cutscene if you enter the marker as Fat CJ. On the mission Fender Ketchup, you can actually do a sliding trick to speed up the scare meter easier. On the mission Explosive Situation, you're given a time limit to collect all the dynamites. You can actually sniper the guy that's on the phone to stop the timer and take your time in the mission. On the mission Architectural Espionage, you're supposed to steal a camera and then go to the architectural plan. However, if you already own a camera, you can just go there straight away. On the mission Key to the Heart, you can start dating Millie and taking her out on food dates and drink dancing dates just like with the other girlfriends. However, you can also speed up the dating a lot easier just by turning up to her house in the gimp suit. Diamond Blast is the only mission that you fly the Nevada plane. On the mission Cockreels, the Packer is exclusively green. In Up and Away, you're supposed to use the minigun to take out the helicopters. You can also use any other weapon to take out the helicopters any way you like. In You've Had Your Chips, you can destroy the counterfeit caches really easy just by using any shotgun that you want. On the mission Don Peyote, if you arrive to the Caligula's casino without killing the snake farmers, you'll have to fight them before you actually complete the mission. On the mission Intensive Care, the ambulance is bulletproof throughout the mission, but after you complete the mission, it's never bulletproof again. On the mission Missile Operation, you're supposed to collect the dossier from the target in the desert. He will then try to escape in a helicopter until he lands on the helipad at the Emerald Isle. He will then make his way to a buffalo and stop, and you'll have to chase him in the car. But then he will only go so far until he hits underneath the multi-story car park with a lot of FBI agents. On the mission The Meat Business, Ken can actually sometimes get trapped in the freezer and you'll have to let him out. After completing Mad Dog, the Walton is bulletproof, fireproof and explosion-proof once again. Fishing a Barrel was actually a mission where Ramfire Lee was a hit target and CJ would drive him to safety. Freefall is the only mission that you get to see the interior of the Shamel jet. After completing High Noon, the license plate on the Buffalo says Pulaski on it. On the mission St. Mark's Bistro, you can actually explore Liberty City just by using a few cheat codes. All you have to do is to make sure that you kill everybody inside and make sure that you leave the red target alive. Then simply run over to this wall and type in the high jump sheet and then jump over the wall. Then make a run along this alleyway until and then turn to your right and then you'll go against this wall. Then turn to your left and then jump over the wall. After that, you're free to run around Liberty City and explore some of the stuff that are here. But just watch you don't fall through the floor because some of the stuff is on solid. Breaking the bank at Caligula's is actually unavailable until you actually get the key card from Billy. In the mission at Home in the Hills, you can find a clone version of Denise Robinson in the mansion. On the mission Vertical Bird, you can destroy the jets really easy just by landing the jet in the San Fierro roads. And then eventually all the hydrojets will crash into the buildings of San Fierro. In the cutscene of Homecoming, the phone teleports when Torino puts the phone down. In Beat Down on Beat Up, CJ was actually meant to drive Big Bear to rehab instead of Sweet. In Growth for Life, if you take over some of Idlewood before you start the mission, the gang areas will be set back to purple. In Cutthroat Business, Mad Dog cannot even swim. On the mission Riot, you get even more respect if you take longer to drive back to Grove Street. Los Desperados is the only mission that the Grove Street families and the Barrios Los Aztecas will collab. And finally, in End of the Line, you can actually steal the SWAT tank and keep it in your garage for the rest of the game. All you have to do is to steal the SWAT tank like normal and drive yourself to the San Fierro crane. And then use the crane to dump the tank in the water and bring it back out. After that, the tank is all yours forever. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like once again. And also hit the subscribe button if you want to see more facts about every mission in GTA games. So Thank you for watching, and I shall see you lot in the next one. Take care.